The punishment phase in the trial of a former Waco priest began today. Last week, a jury found Anthony Odiong guilty on 3 counts of sexual assault. Our Sydney Walker was back in the courtroom and has the details. Sydney.
The same jury that found Anthony Odiong guilty on 3 counts of sexual assault will now have to decide, will the former priest get probation or spend a lifetime behind bars? The defense brought in several character witnesses to argue that Odiong would be able to follow the rules of probation and was a changed man. The state argued he could not follow those rules, bringing up an order from the Austin Diocese to no longer engage in, quote, priestly ministries, something the witnesses from West shared he had done on visits back to the city, as well as his inability to follow the rules of being a Catholic priest, including chaste celibacy. The state began today's arguments by explaining to the jury that Odiong is guilty of 1 first-degree count and 2 second-degree counts of sexual assault. A first-degree count carries with it punishment of 5 to 99 years in prison. Second degree is 2 to 20 years. First on the stand was a detective with Waco PD who saw the DNA test take place and a DNA analyst who did the paternity test on Odiong, saying there is more than a 99.99% chance he is the father. Then they called 2 former Baylor students who attended St. Peter's and alleged that while students, Odiong had acted inappropriately. They both made reports to his bishop. The state rested after 6 witnesses, and the defense called 3 character witnesses in total today. 2 who say they knew him well during his time at the church in West, and another from Louisiana. The former secretary at his church in West said her mind had not changed at all about him, and hearing about the sexual assault, quote, baffled her. Another man from West said Odiong had been a huge support to him and his family. When told about Odiong's paternity test, he said it was, quote, profoundly disappointing. And lastly, a man from Louisiana credited Odiong with saving him from years of addiction, said he was, quote, an instrument of God's grace, and said he'd contributed about $2,500 to Odiong since his arrest. Tomorrow, the jury will hear from 1 final witness from the defense as well as closing arguments and be asked to serve Odiong with a punishment. We have a full breakdown of this trial so far on KCENTV.com. In Waco, Sydney Walker, 6 News.
Sydney, thank you.